The day starts before the sun. A parent packs a snack box with one hand and answers work chat with the other. The clock moves fast. The room is quiet except for a coffee machine and a child's laugh. The question lands, can you build wealth when you already feel out of time? Meet Maya and Leo. To kids, rent, then daycare, then groceries. The budget is tight. The calendar is tighter. Everything they earn pays for the next week. The dream is simple. More time with the kids, and money that grows even when they rest. This series is the map. It shows how parents can build wealth without sacrificing time with their children. It uses real trends, simple steps, and systems you can copy. You will hear stories, see numbers, and leave each part with actions you can take today. Let's start with the truth most parents know in their bones. Time is the rare asset. You cannot print it. You can only protect it, trade it carefully, and make money work while you hold your child's hand. Research shows that many parents feel rushed and stretched, and they want more time with their kids. This is not a small group feeling. It is common and persistent across different families. Costs press on that time. One of the biggest is childcare. In the United States, the average price of childcare in 2024 was estimated at $13,128, and for a typical married couple that was about 10% of median income. For many single parents, the share is much higher. Government analysts also reported that in nearly every county with data, childcare prices were high relative to family income. That means many families feel priced out of paid care, which also limits work hours and income growth. The bigger picture is the economy around your kitchen table. Inflation cooled compared with 2022 levels, but prices are still higher than before and food costs kept climbing in 2024. Families felt relief in some areas, but not all. This is why doing everything right still feels hard. It is not your imagination, the numbers show it. Housing is another weight. Mortgage rates in late 2025 hover around the mid-6% range for a 30-year fixed. That is lower than peaks, but still heavy on monthly budgets. Pending home sales recently ticked up when rates dipped, showing how sensitive family decisions are to small rate moves. A few tenths of a percent can mean hundreds of dollars a month. If you rent, rising rents can also take the cash you need for savings. Either way, the cost of the roof matters. So what do parents do in this world? They look for flexible work, smarter systems, and assets that grow in the background. Global employers report shifts toward remote and hybrid roles, new tech, and skills that let you earn with fewer commutes and less wasted time. That means there are windows, small ones, for parents to design income around family life. But those windows reward planning and system design, not random hustle. Here is the promise of this series: we will not ask you to sleep less, grind forever, or ignore your child. We will show how to turn 1 hour of energy into many hours of results. Think of it like planting trees that keep giving shade and fruit. In money terms, those trees are systems: automatic savings, low-maintenance investing, small digital products, durable side incomes, and household routines that free your calendar. Let's ground this with Maya and Leo. They earn okay money. But after rent, food, and school costs, their savings rate is only 5%. They feel stuck. They also feel guilty about time. They do not want to trade every night and weekend for more cash. The old advice, work more, does not fit a house with homework and bedtime stories. Instead, they try a different rule. Design before do. They spend 1 hour to set up a system that returns time and money every week. In the next parts, you will see how they build those systems. For now, you need the foundation, the simple framework that guides every choice. Picture a flywheel with 3 parts. The first is cash flow: what comes in, what goes out, and what is left. The second is buffers: protection that absorbs shocks, an emergency fund, the right insurance, and low-interest debt plans. The third is builders: the assets and skills that grow your freedom index funds, retirement accounts, small businesses, and time-leveraged income. When the flywheel spins, each part makes the others stronger. When it slows, one weak part drags the rest. Why this flywheel now? Because parents face time, taxes, commutes, childcare, logistics, school calendars, health appointments. Each one steals minutes that could compound. You do not beat time taxes by force. You beat them with leverage, automation, batching, one setup, many uses, and income that does not need you every minute. The research backs this approach. When childcare is costly and time is scarce, families benefit from flexible work options and predictable schedules. Employers also see gains when parents can balance care and output. Policy reports and labor studies point to flexibility and skills as a path to better participation and steadier income for caregivers. The trend is not perfect or universal, but the direction is clear. Let's pause and face a common fear. If I don't work more hours, I will never get ahead. The data does not say that. In many economies, what matters is not only hours, but how you earn within those hours. Skills, tools, and the cost of care all shape your results. You can increase your hourly yield without burning the candle at both ends. That is the heart of wealth, with kids more yield per hour, not more hours. So what happens next in Maya and Leo's story? They do 3 quick wins that we will unpack later. First, they redirect small leaks subscriptions and impulse spends into an automatic weekly transfer that funds a safety buffer. Second, they switch a few bills and insurance plans after a one-time comparison, freeing cash every month. Third, they choose one flexible income builder each, matched to their season of parenting, not an influencer's schedule. Before we go practical, we need to anchor expectations. We will not promise overnight riches, but we will promise clear math and comm steps. We will also keep a neutral tone about choices: renting, owning, public school, private school, daycare, grandparents, co-ops. Families live in different countries, cities, and cultures. Your path is your path. Our job is to offer tools and evidence so you can decide with confidence. For global context, we will reference family policy and outcome datasets that compare countries, so you can adapt advice to your reality.
When Maya and Leo decided to build wealth without losing time with their kids, they didn't start with stocks. They started with a kitchen table meeting. 1 notebook, 1 hour, to questions: where does our money actually go, and what can we automate? That first hour changed everything. They discovered they were spending nearly 15% of their income on tiny, forgettable item subscriptions, impulse groceries, thank you deliveries. Most parents do. Surveys show that small recurring charges can drain thousands of dollars a year without anyone noticing. They made a simple rule: any expense that doesn't add family time must justify its place. Within days, they cut enough waste to fund their emergency savings account, no extra hours at work required. Question: what would you keep if every dollar had to buy time? Cash flow made visible. Think of cash flow as a living river. If you don't map it, it floods or dries up. Maya and Leo used free digital tools to track money for 1 month. They didn't chase perfection, they just watched patterns. At the end of 30 days, they could see leaks. The first fix wasn't extreme budgeting, it was automatic sorting. 2 new accounts, one for fixed bills, one for life and fun, connected to a shared dashboard. Every payday, the system moved money automatically. No debates, no forgotten transfers. This is what researchers call decision automation, removing small mental loads that cause fatigue. Studies show that reducing daily financial decisions can free cognitive bandwidth equal to several hours a week. Building the buffer. A buffer is not just an emergency fund. It's emotional oxygen. Without it, every unexpected bill feels like a threat. Maya and Leo started with $500 in a high-yield online savings account. They treated it like the parent panic fund. Each month, they added small automatic deposits: $50 here, $100 there. Within 6 months, they had 3 months of expenses. Why it matters: the Federal Reserve reports that nearly 4 in 10 adults couldn't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. Source: U.S. Federal Reserve, 2024. Having a buffer prevents high-interest debt and protects family time because emergencies no longer demand overtime shifts. Protecting the builders. With the buffer secure, they face the next challenge: where to grow money. Parents often hesitate to invest because they fear risk or lack time. But time is the risk. Every year of delay shortens the power of compounding. They began with index funds, simple, low-fee, automatic. They didn't try to pick winning stocks. They invested in the market itself through broad funds that mirror indexes like the S&P 500. Source: Investopedia, 2025. Each contribution was scheduled the same day as payday, removing temptation to skip. It took 10 minutes to set up, and the system kept going quietly. The math: investing $200 per month at an average 7% annual return for 15 years grows to nearly $63,000. If they wait 5 years to start, the total falls to about $41,000. The difference, $22,000, is the cost of delay, not bad choices. Time as an asset. Financial freedom isn't only money saved. It's hours reclaimed. Maya and Leo calculated their time raw. They asked, which chores can we trade for automation or simple tech? Groceries, online ordering saved 3 hours a week. Bill payments, autopay cut late fees and reminders. Meal planning, shared templates avoided daily decisions. That freed nearly 12 hours per month, enough for family walks, side projects, or rest. Economists call this shadow income, non-monetary gains that improve quality of life. Question: if time were money, how rich would you feel today? The first builder stream. With the basics stable, Leo explored a small digital side income. He had design skills, so he began selling templates online. Maya, who loved teaching, recorded a short course for parents navigating school admissions. Neither quit their jobs, both planted seeds. Side hustles aren't new, but the 2025 trend is micro-products, small, repeatable digital goods that earn over time. According to Statista, the global creator tool market is projected to pass $250 billion by 2027. Source: Statista, 2025. For parents, that's opportunity measured in minutes, not hours. They set boundaries: only 2 nights a week, maximum 90 minutes each. The goal wasn't viral success, it was leverage. 2 hours a week building something that could sell while they slept. Emotional return on investment. The surprising benefit wasn't financial, it was emotional. With systems running, their stress dropped. They argued less about money. Their children noticed calm instead of chaos. What we've built so far. By the end of 6 months, Maya and Leo had automated cash flow and savings, built a 3-month buffer, started consistent investing, launched their first micro-income projects, reclaimed about 12 hours of family time per month. They didn't earn more hours, they engineered them. Scaling freedom and building legacy. When Maya and Leo's system started running on their own, something changed in their evenings. The laptop that once sat open on the kitchen table stayed closed. They had time, not endless, but enough. Enough to breathe, read to the kids, and talk about dreams again. They realized financial freedom for parents isn't a destination. It's a rhythm, a balance of automation, growth, and intentional rest. So, how do you scale that rhythm without breaking it? Let's find out. Question: what if growth could feel peaceful instead of pressured? Teaching kids about money the simple way. Most parents want their kids to grow up financially wise, but lessons about money often start too late. Maya and Leo began early, not with lectures, but with stories. They told their children, money is like a helper. If you give it a job, it works for you. If you ignore it, it wanders off. They introduced 3 jars: save, share, spend. Every birthday or allowance dollar was divided among them. Within weeks, their children began asking smart questions. If I save now, can I buy something bigger later? Studies back this up. Early exposure to money concepts increases confidence and reduces debt behavior in adulthood. The goal isn't to raise many investors, it's to raise decision makers who see money as a tool, not a source of stress. Building the family operating system. Every sustainable household has an operating system. It's not software, it's a set of routines that keeps the family aligned. Maya and Leo's system was simple: a 15-minute family money meeting every Sunday. No blame, no panic, just a look at what's coming and what's possible. They'd review spending, celebrate savings milestones, and share updates from their side projects. The kids even pitched in. One suggested selling and used toys online. This micro-meeting culture created transparency. Research shows that families who talk openly about money build stronger trust and make more consistent financial progress. Scaling income without losing time. After stability comes scalability. The trick: growth that doesn't multiply stress. Leo began outsourcing small parts of his template business, hiring a freelancer for formatting. Maya automated her online course sales through an email funnel and a scheduler. This principle is delegated leverage. Use other people's time, tools, or systems to earn while you stay present. According to McKinsey's 2025 Digital Economy Report, small business owners who implement automation and AI-assisted workflows save an average of 15 hours per week. They reinvested that time, not into more work, but into parenting. This is how real freedom scales. The 4 levers of family wealth. As their system matured, they focused on 4 levers: simple, repeatable, and measurable. Income growth. Develop skills that earn more per hour, not more hours. Asset growth. Invest consistently, automate it, and let time multiply it. Expense efficiency. Review fixed costs twice a year, negotiate or switch. Time mastery. Guard hours as tightly as dollars, they're equal assets. This balance kept their progress steady. They didn't chase quick wins, they built durable habits. By the end of the first year, their side income covered half of daycare costs. By the end of the second, it covered the entire mortgage payment. That's the quiet revolution, not a mansion, not a yacht, just freedom from pressure. The psychological shift. Something subtle happened around year 2. Maya and Leo stopped saying we can't afford it. They started saying we don't choose that right now. Behavioral finance experts call this control framing, the mindset that turns financial discipline into empowerment. When people feel in control of choices, they experience less stress, even with the same income. Their kids mirrored it too. When their daughter wanted a new tablet, she said, "I'll save half." The family smiled, not because of the money saved, but because of the value learned. Legacy, not luxury. By now, Maya and Leo's goals had shifted. They no longer dreamed about early retirement. They dreamed about continuity, wealth that didn't end with them. They set up automatic contributions to a 529 education account and a family trust fund. But legacy wasn't just financial. It was cultural. They wrote down lessons learned, why they save, how they invest, and what freedom means to them. Experts call this a family constitution, a written guide that passes not only wealth but wisdom. It can be one page. It can say, "We value time, learning, generosity, and calm." Money serves those values. That statement became their compass, measuring success beyond money. Every few months, Maya and Leo reviewed more than numbers. They asked 3 questions. Are we calmer than last year? Do we spend more time together? Is our money serving our values? If the answers were yes, they were succeeding, even if their net worth hadn't doubled. Because true wealth isn't in the bank, it's in the rhythm of your days. The bigger picture, their story mirrors a global shift. Across countries, parents are rethinking success. Instead of endless hustle, they're choosing enough. Financial freedom is evolving from a solo dream into a family design project. A world where wealth isn't about escape, but about presence. According to OECD and World Bank trend data, flexible work, financial literacy, and early investing are the key predictors of family resilience in 2025 and beyond. Freedom is no longer a luxury for the few, it's a learnable system for the many. Final reflection. So maybe financial freedom for parents isn't about quitting. It's about creating systems that buy you moments, not just things. Maya and Leo's story proves that even in a busy, noisy world, you can build wealth without losing what matters most. Close your eyes for a second, picture your family 5 years from now. The same kitchen, but calmer. The same people, but freer. The clock still ticks, but now, it ticks for you, not against you. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. Build your freedom so your time belongs to you again.